Theories from all around the world that are going to make us rethink everything. Thank you, Alexandria, for the videos.
Check this out. Give me some volume on this.
But a great question that's always asked is why would they cover any of this up? What is there to gain?
This continent is being kept a secret, and here's why.
In the 1950s, a U.S. admiral got on live TV and spoke about an unknown continent that was beyond the South Pole and bigger than the U.S.
Is there any unexplored land left on this earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. Strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole, on the other side of the South Pole.
Since then, many theories have circulated that there are more lands and continents in our world that we're not being told about. But a great question that's always asked is why would they cover any of this up? What is there to gain? To be blunt, the current running theory is that the 6 continents that we're familiar with is actually a farm, a people farm, or a farm for people. According to the theory, we're given fiat money made out of cotton and linen and can only be used in our 6 continents. And in exchange, the elites or higher ups take all of our gold, silver, and diamonds, which can be used anywhere in the world.
Hold up, before we dive back in, I want to shout out Raycon for sponsoring this video. These earbuds are super comfortable and fit perfectly in your ears. They also let you connect to 2 devices at once, which is really useful if you switch between your phone and laptop a lot like I do. Raycon gives you great sound quality at a much lower price than other big brands. They just released an upgraded version of their everyday earbuds. And after using them for hours while editing videos, I can honestly say they're amazing. Plus they have active noise cancellation so you can block out distractions. Raycon's everyday earbuds come in lots of fun colors to match any style. I have the violet ones with a beautiful cloud case. My favorite feature is the 10-minute quick charge, which gives you 90 minutes of battery life. Great when you're in a hurry. I've used other earbuds before, but Raycons are super reliable and the sound quality is fantastic for the price. Go to buyraycon.com/Perkyy today to get 20 to 50% off site-wide. That's right, you'll get up to 50% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Perkyy. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the video. Thank you, Hector, for the video.
Watch this CNN host laugh at the pastor and then watch the pastor's response.
And quite frankly, feminism has gained a foothold in many evangelical churches.
Do you think that's a good thing?
No, I don't. Not at all.
Why not?
Well, because we're about the gospel. The culture doesn't dictate truth. The gospel dictates truth. My job is not to be a political pundit or political activist. My job is to be a pastor and proclaim the truth of the gospel as clearly as I possibly can.
Margaret, is the Reverend sounding a little sexist, or is it just me? I would have to say the Reverend is sounding a little questionable there.
You know, my job is not to translate into working class families. My job is to be honest with the text. Now, I will not violate the teaching of the text in order to somehow sound more appropriate for the culture. I am a herald of the truth of the gospel, and my job is to teach the gospel according to what the authors have said, not according to what I think the culture wants to hear.
Subscribe for more shorts like this.
Thank you, Eric, for the video.
Classic saying is, if you're not paying for the product, then you are the product.
I just heard this today.
A lot of people think, you know, oh, well, Google's just a search box and Facebook's just a place to see what my friends are doing and see their photos. But what they don't realize is they're competing for your attention.
Man.
So, you know, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, companies like this, their business model is to keep people engaged on the screen.
Let's figure out how to get as much of this person's attention as we possibly can. How much time can we get you to spend? How much of your life can we get you to give to us?
I do not remember that movie by heart, but y'all know me. I will put it here for y'all. Y'all have to watch that if you haven't, because that made me look at social media in a different limelight. Do you know that those men have children and their children aren't allowed to use the apps that they partake in? Some of them were the brains behind the app, and their children can't use the app because they know the dangers of it and how to keep you engaged, how to keep you sucked in, how to keep you addicted to your phone, because y'all know These are called cell phones. It's not a play on words for no reason. Cell phone to keep you in jail. CELL. Cell phone. Y'all gotta watch that movie. I'm telling you. But what he said was, if you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. Let that selah marinate. Let that sit here. When you get it, you get it. The movie that I saw today that said the same quote was called Afraid. Again, I'll post the picture here. I think y'all should watch it. It's talking about AI taking over.
Old words we still use today and where they originated from. In the 19th and 20th century, many Greeks emigrated to the United States and worked at the docks inspecting cargo that were shipped in. If everything was in order, they would say "Ola Kala," which later shortened to "okay."
Oh, wow.
In the cowboy era, if you entered a saloon low on cash, you could offer the bartender a bullet in exchange for a small drink, which was usually whiskey. This became known as a shot of whiskey. Originally, a cocktail was a word used to describe a horse whose tail was raised upwards like a rooster rather than hanging down. These horses were not purebred, meaning they were mixed. So with time, people also started calling drinks that were mixed a cocktail.
That's deep.
In ancient Rome, they believed that people's moods were changed on a night of a full moon. So people who were misbehaving on a night of a full moon were considered lunatics, as the Latin word for moon is luna. In the Old West, bits were a type of currency, with 8 bits totaling $1. So with time, a little bit became known as a small amount.
That's so cool. Sorry, I love stuff. I like, I don't know why I like words. Anywho, y'all don't care.
Do you know why casinos don't have any windows or clocks? It's because they want you to lose track of time and stay there longer. And malls usually have food courts on the top floor, which forces visitors to walk past stores while using the escalator, so they're more likely to buy something on the way. Grocery stores discourage people from leaving without buying anything by making it so that the only way to get to the exit is by awkwardly walking through a checkout lane. Coffee shops usually have very dim lighting because it makes guests feel comfortable and encourages them to stay longer, so they're more likely to buy food or more coffee. On the other hand, fast food places are brightly lit because customers tend to order their food and drinks in one go, so there isn't as much of an incentive to have them lingering around. Amusement park maps look straight up goofy on purpose. They map out the location of the rides relative to each other, but the pathways are not clearly defined, so you'll wander around and spend more money. So people always say that IKEA is like a maze, and they're not wrong. The store is designed to create a fixed pathway that leads customers in one direction and exposes them to almost all the products in the store. And another way that grocery stores make you spend more money is by placing essential items like milk and eggs all the way in the back of the store, so you have to go through other aisles to get to it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that is genius. Y'all probably not gonna go anywhere now and not unsee it. So welcome to the world of now seeing things with your spiritual eyes. Nice to meet you, I'm Perky.
I thought this was an ordinary cave, but as I explored inside, I came across something quite terrifying. I found what looked like a man-made entrance, and getting closer, I saw this big metal door lying on the ground in front of a doorway. I headed inside and found myself in this long, dark tunnel. Clearly, whatever this once was, people wanted to keep it hidden.
These tunnels are just huge, it goes on forever.
But as I headed deeper in, I then started to come across lots of big empty rooms. But things were only about to get crazier. As I came across this tunnel leading deeper underground, I headed down it and found even more rooms, but my progress was soon blocked by this massive door. But I was about to find something even crazier as I continued exploring and soon found these stairs that led up into this small room that actually had a massive artillery cannon inside of it. This place must have once been some sort of secret military site, but I wonder what they were trying to hide here and why it was then abandoned.
But he went all the way down to go back up. Yeah, why was it abandoned?
Every time I've hung out with black dudes and soda comes up, Pepsi. Always.
Hold on. Let's call the blackest man in America.
Who's that?
Donnell Rollins. Donnell.
What's up, white man? What's going on? What up, son?
We got a question for you. For the most part, do black dudes prefer Pepsi over Coke?
Pepsi.
Wow. Told you.
Let me tell you the history behind that. There's a book called the Pepsi Challenge. And back in like the late 40s when Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they was the top dogs, right? Coca-Cola was Pepsi. And Pepsi wanted to get more of the black community. I know this sounds crazy. So what they did was they had the same price as Coke, but they doubled the ounces. Like when Coke was giving away 10 ounces, when Coke was giving away 10 ounces, Pepsi would give away 20 ounces. And Pepsi Cola was the first big corporation to put black families in a professional setting with their billboards, with the marketing. Like normally, when you saw a brand being represented, it was like Aunt Your Mama this, but they was the first one to show black people.
So did you get?
I wanted to hear the rest. Thank you, Mike, for the videos.
The 1970s, everyone was hot and healthy. People ate more, smoked more, exercised less, and they effortlessly kept off weight. It was way easier to be healthy. But since then, obesity is up almost 5 times. Something is poisoning us and nobody knows what it is. People are blaming it on carbs, red meat, and butter, but our ancestors ate more of all of those things. Our grandparents' generation ate 100 grams of sugar a day, 4 times more butter, loads of refined grains, bread, and eggs. Yet back then, only 1% of America was obese versus 40% today. Something is poisoning our metabolism, and it's not real food.
That kind of does look like the multiverse. Kind of cool. Thank you, Earthy, for the video. What in the world? The cooler may have went out. They may have had a power outage. The refrigeration may have went down. It's kind of what I get from this video. Thank you, Eric, for the next couple of videos.
Song by Lady Gaga played backwards is actual evil. And here we
There's some true evil in this world, and your favorite brand is no exception. That's what Balenciaga apparently means. Nickelodeon Island is the same as everything. Monster Energy. Google Play button. It's a dirty world, y'all. Not Walt Disney. Come on, Oreo. This is insane. It all makes sense.
Oh, that one's new for me.
What do you think? Thanks for watching and stay weird.
Well, a lot of people are calling it modern slavery. Does that feel
I
right?
was just about to say, that's slavery. That's slavery. You took away the whips, but you put the paperwork. Took away the masters and you put them in uniform. Same difference. Same difference.
It kind of appears that there is a coordinated system in order to protect the labor that's created by the prison system.
Walk into a McDonald's in Alabama, and the worker flipping your McDouble could be an incarcerated person.
It's a sad situation, a way they getting rich off us.
The Alabama Department of Corrections farms out incarcerated people to work at hundreds of private companies and government agencies across the state.
McDonald's, Burger King, Golden Corral, Wendy's. They got a Wendy's contract right now. State Trooper's office.
They'll send everybody everywhere.
They'll send you everywhere. Yes, the parole office.
And even though ADOC trusts these incarcerated people to leave prison every day and work alongside the general public, many of them are still denied the chance at real freedom.
I work for y'all, but when I come up for parole, you deny me. Why would you deny me? Because I got free, because you're getting free service.
This is a story about corporations and the state of Alabama exploiting prison labor and the coercive policies they use to keep its citizens trapped in servitude.
It doesn't work. It's a terrible system.
If you're wondering how any of this is even legal, well, it might not be. That's what we went to Alabama to figure out. So yeah, could you just describe like how long you worked here? And
I was here 18 months. I ran their kitchen by myself.
Oh, wow.
From 8 to 5 every Tuesday through Thursday. Wow.
Yeah. That sounds like hard work.
It was.
Elizabeth Thomas was in the Alabama Work Release Program for 5 of her 15 years in prison.
So they had a combination of incarcerated people and free world people?
Yes. Yes.
Did you feel like there was a difference how they treated?
Oh, most definitely. We work longer hours.
Make the work release work over, or work extra days, don't want to give you off days. Like, no, I got to eat my health. I have to get rest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a machine. But that's how they look at you, like.
This is Quincy Sanders. During his nearly 17 years in prison, he worked at several restaurants, a lumber yard, and McDonald's.
Like, working a real job and trying to be incarcerated is a very hard experience. You have to be mind strong, really.
Alabama has one of the most overcrowded and deadly prison systems in the United States. Even the Justice Department found conditions there to be unconstitutional. In 2023, almost a person a day died in Alabama prisons, which is almost 5 times the national average.
They might get beat to death. People beating folks with sticks. They breaking broomsticks, making little billy clubs. People in there stabbing each other. People in there doing drugs. People in there almost about to die. They're not giving you no nursing assistance. The nurse probably get there, you probably be dead.
But ADOC offers people in prison with nonviolent misdemeanor convictions a potentially life-saving deal. If they join the work release program, they get to live in special facilities that are generally much less dangerous than regular prisons. They spend their days working in the free world without prison supervision, and they can earn 72-hour passes to visit their families at home.
If you go out here and you do the right thing, you get to elevate, you get to grow, you get out of this facility. But what you didn't tell me is that you finna get all my money.
This is one of the most stomach-churning foods in the world because it is made from bugs. 99% of Americans have eaten it, unless you've never had candy. Before processing, workers first remove these lac bugs from tree branches. The substance they collect is the excrement of female lac bugs, a type of amber-colored resin they secrete while feeding on tree sap. When exposed to air, it hardens, forming a protective nest for their larvae. This is called shellac. Don't feel disgusted because shellac is all natural. The workers carefully clean it and then dry it at high temperatures. Ultraviolet rays kill some of the bacteria, and the dried shellac turns black. Next, workers screen the shellac, ensuring only those that meet quality standards proceed to the final processing. The shellac is placed in special tubes for heating. The tubes rotate continuously for 6 hours, allowing the shellac to absorb heat and melt completely, killing bacteria in the process. Finally, the liquid shellac is spread out and stretched into large sheets. Once cooled, it is broken into small pieces for packaging. At this stage, the shellac resembles golden flakes scattered on the ground. This product is then added to candies to enhance their shine and color. So, after learning about this, do you still dare to eat candy?
Thank you, Earthy, for the videos.
I'm telling y'all better find God in this 2024, because what I'm hearing on this radio, I don't listen to music. I listen to IP radio or information radio. Check out what T-Mobile is doing. This year, T-Mobile have rolled out a tier bracket that can penalize you based off your text, bro. So T-Mobile is looking into your phone and penalizing you if you're sending hate speech texts, profanity, or criminal activity. Yes, it's true. Go look it up. Go Google it. If you have T-Mobile as a phone provider, they are looking at every text message you send, and you will be charged a penalty if you're sending hate speech, text messages, or emails, or profanity, or criminal activity, which is understandable. I mean, you're gonna catch the criminals, but profanity. But first of all, just wait a minute. They're looking into my text message, every single one of them.
They've been doing that.
Y'all better find God. It's finna hit the fan.
Y'all got T-Mobile? Who y'all got? I actually want to know what service y'all got. I am with AT&T. I used to be with Verizon, but Verizon was, I think they prices start doing too much, so we switched over to AT&T. Anywho.
The two astronauts that have been stuck in space aboard Boeing's Starliner spacecraft have been hearing strange noises. And the noises are so concerning to them that they even reported them to ground control. For those of you that don't know, there are two astronauts that are trapped in outer space, and they've been there for about 80 days. Their original mission was only supposed to be a 10-day mission. But due to Boeing's poor craftsmanship, the entire thing has gone off the rails. They have had multiple helium leaks that have caused thruster malfunctions, and now they're literally trapped there. And the vessel that's supposed to take them home is leaving without them. They were originally supposed to come home on September 6th, but now the vessel is going to depart without them, and it's going to be kind of a mission to see what would have been. Meaning, would they have died coming home in that vessel? Despite all their malfunctions, they are now hearing strange and scary noises that sound like this.
It's a strange noise coming through the speaker.
All right, Butch, that one came through. It was kind of like a pulsing noise, almost like a sonar ping.
I just would like to know, how are they eating and drinking? They had enough food and water stored up for them, for it to only be 10 days, and now they've been up there for 80 days. It actually is counting, because he said September 6th. We in middle of the September recording. I don't know when this video is going to be dropped, but I'm just saying, I just want to know how they're getting food and water.
That's about right.
The whole house would be filled with groceries. Yep. That's real.
All that, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, that is called Bidenomics. That is called Bidenomics, and we are very proud of Bidenomics.
Oh.
It's going to be incredible. Why are you grabbing my phone? I'm looking how we can say the things.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Thank you, Don, for the video.
A woman has passed away on the first day of Burning Man, and for those of you who don't know, this is a week-long festival that takes place in the desert of Black Rock City, Nevada. It gets the name from the ritualistic burning they do of a massive effigy called the Man.
That's an idol.
This takes place on Saturday night, and the next day they burn a massive temple. This festival is something like you've never seen before. It's a week long, but you have to bring everything you need in order to survive, because the only thing that they sell there is ice. They don't sell food, nothing. It's very important that you make friends with people, you trade, you barter, and you gift each other things. When it comes to the festival itself, there's a lot of artwork, sculptures, a lot of shows. I don't think there's any set headliners, but from what I'm seeing, Diplo is playing there, but just very interesting.
Is that event where one of the years they were trapped there because it got so muddy and they couldn't like leave? Is that event? I'm about to ask my mom, because I think my mom, it's in Vegas, because he did say Nevada. I think that is that event. And then I'm looking at this. I'm about to show y'all. They come here to burn this. This is fun. No, I need to know. This isn't giving you guys an idol worship? No? What? Why are y'all hands raised? This is Gilgal. What in the world? So they make stuff to burn it? Yeah. Somebody in the comment section has to tell me the significance of this. Y'all go to a festival to burn stuff up, and then all they give you is ice? It's an event focused on community, art, self-expression, and self-reliance.
Some people think this woman is a witch, and every celebrity wants to be friends with her.
Brianna is spotted here with Michelle Lamy, and just pay very close attention to how they treat this woman. Shortly after, this is her backstage of A$AP Rocky, and this woman has deep connections with
every single celebrity.
Why is she so
Many
important?
pictures and videos of her and Usher, Kim Kardashian, Migos, Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, whatever, you name it. Almost every single celebrity. But who is this woman? You look her up, it says she's a fashion designer, filmmaker, producer, whatever. But she's also married to Rick Owens, and now we're getting warmer. If you know anything about Rick Owens, he's known as the Dark Lord of Fashion. Now, if this woman is married to the Lord of Darkness when it comes to fashion, and she's a fashion designer, this is literally her wearing his head. You start wondering, what is she doing with all these artists? Surely it can't be all fashion, right? And then you see pictures of her with Marina Abramovich, which is outspoken for her art, but also her spirit cooking. All I'm saying is be aware of what's really going on and do your own research.
Thank you, Freddie, for the next couple of videos.
Here are 7 signs that you're a chosen one. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Number 1, you radiate. You couldn't hide your shine if you wanted to. You're highly attractive, and it goes way beyond your appearance. People feel drawn to you, like a moth to a flame. Number 2, opposition. No matter what you do, people are going to try to find the flaw in you, find something wrong with you. They find reasons to dislike you or discredit you. It's constant. There are people that literally, for no reason at all, don't want to like you and don't want to understand you. Number 3, you have the unique ability to read and feel someone's energy. You can read someone like a book. Number 4, you have a unique ability to shift the atmosphere. You have the God-given ability. I don't care what room you walk into, you can shift the energy just by your presence. Number 5, you tend to isolate. Deep feelers are deep thinkers. Because you feel so deeply, you are guarded because you can and you have been hurt deeply before. Number 6, you are an intellectual, a thought leader. Your brain is literally wired to think outside the box. You can't even help it. Number 7, you just stand out. You used to desire so badly to want to fit in. Now you've embraced the fact that you just stand out. And that's because you are chosen. You were divinely created to stand out.
Many are called, but few are chosen. Hallelujah.
What's the best advice you've received in life?
Just because you can resist the devil doesn't mean you should hang out with him. If you don't want temptation to follow you, don't act like you're interested. It's much easier to avoid temptation than it is to resist it.
Thank you, Loso, for the video.
You ever hear about the Erwin Saunders case? No. He's this YouTuber that went missing, but all of his content was about him searching for fairies.
Here's an old clip of a wild goblin.
And it sounds dumb, right? It sounds like he's searching for pixies, he's searching for fairies. But he was serious. It's his whole channel, but it might very well be like his whole life. He was posting consistently almost every single week until he posted his last video. And all it was, it's a cryptid drawing of fairies around a stone. And it had these weird symbols on it. Yeah. And that was it. That was his last video.
That's it?
People are saying he found like the secret to something. Yo. He might have went missing because of where he explored to.
Yeah.
I decided to look into his content. And it has to be CGI though. This probably all fake. After his last video, he ended up uploading again, fam. He's smart. What he did, he made it seem as if he went missing so he can.
That's smart. Thank you, Hector, for the video.
I'm warning you right now, if you're wearing socks, this is going to knock them off.
I never knew what God meant by living water in the Bible, but I asked him and this is what he gave me. He said, water does not seem to be appealing until you're dehydrated. For most people, water is not their first choice on their list of drinks. Why would it be? It's not appealing, it has no flavor. There's so much more out there that you can get full off of. Like, why choose water over a good soda or Kool-Aid or Gatorade or anything like that? He said, but the thing that's the healthiest for you isn't wanted until it's needed. He said, and that's how some of y'all treat me, like I'm emergency water. A lot of people don't want me if there's something that can quench their thirst at that time. But the moment they find themselves in an emergency, they run to the water, the thing that can keep them alive. When really, if they just stayed hydrated, they would never get dehydrated. And I'm just like, wow, thank you, thank you.
Members of the exonerated Central Park Five. Look at all of these innocent brothers who had to serve time because of Donald Trump.
In the New York Times, calling for our execution. We were innocent kids, but we served a total of 41 years in prison. Reverend Al Sharpton stood with us. Now, I'm proud to stand with him today. Vice President Kamala Harris has also worked to make things fairer. I know she will do the same as president. Now approve that message.
I love these guys. These are my brothers. These are my brothers. Yes, indeed. America. I am Yusuf Salaam. A New York City councilman representing my hometown of Harlem. That's right. Man. Representing my hometown of Harlem, USA. And listen, as my friend Corey Wise just said, 45 wanted us unalived. He wanted us dead. Today we are exonerated because the actual perpetrator confessed and DNA proved it. That guy says he still stands by the original guilty verdict. He dismisses the scientific evidence rather than admit he was wrong. He has never changed, and he never will.
Everybody needs just one person in their life that will look at them and say, you got this. I believe in you. And it needs to go a little further than that. It needs to say, if everything goes wrong, I'll still be there for you. I'll still be there for you. That might be a grandparent, it might be a mama, it might be a daddy, it might be a husband, it might be a wife, but you need somebody in your life that believes in you and will not define your potential in the future based on your mistakes of your past. You need somebody that has the ability to see the gift of God in you, the blessing that you're designed to be in the world, and will speak to that and encourage that and will refuse to give up on you, that will be unrelenting in their pursuit of encouraging you and help to steer you in the right way.
Thank you, Island, for the video.
Outside a while ago, I got my dog throwing his stick. We heard a bunch of coming across the street. I figured it was a bunch of locusts or bugs, I don't know, June bugs or something. They flew over our head probably 7-8 feet. One of them hit the pole, and you could hear it on the ground. I thought it was one of those katydid things. But you tell me, why in the hell would this shit be flying around? Somebody please explain to me what the hell that is. And I found out as I was picking it up, if you squeeze that on the end on each end, then it's going to do it one time, then I guess it shuts it off. So somebody, for the love of God, please tell me what that is. What the hell? Stop it.
I was reading some of the comments and it was saying like these are known as like spy or mini drones, and they're designed for the military use in like the war of terror. But what they doing out here? The government and intelligence agencies use these all the time. But again, what are y'all spying on? Thank you, Island, again for the video.
Human body replaces 98% of all the atoms in 1 year. You make a new liver every 6 weeks, a new skin once a month. In less than a year, you replace your entire body down to the last atom, which means that right now what you're seeing in the mirror is your 2024 model, and the body you had last year is gone. Which means that you really can cure yourself of absolutely anything if you only knew how to influence the software. Your body is the printout, the hardware is your brain, the software is the chemicals that the brain releases into your body, and the programming is your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and desires. And you are the programmer.
Mike sent in the rest of these videos, so shout out to Mike for the next couple of videos that I'm about to show.
Now, why should you be offended? You would think, oh, well, yeah, we black people, we supposed to support our black folk. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me explain something to you. You should be offended beyond rapport because of the fact that somebody is willing to put someone in a seat for their color, even when they're not qualified to do a favor for you. Let me explain to you how the last 4 years have went. Up 3, coming into this 4. Let me explain something to you. So for the first three years, Kamala has not cared about the black community, okay? Kamala and Biden have been doing everything in their power to support illegal immigrants. They have been coming in this country. They're getting your benefits. They putting their kids, these illegal immigrants are going into your kids' schools. They in the hood. They're taking over. You're no longer relevant. They're taking over, okay? But then on top of that, okay, they're giving them money. They're giving them credit cards. I mean, they're booking them, taking them. You got immigrants coming straight out of Mexico living better than you did, and your ancestors done built this country up. Boo. Let me explain something to you. That's how valuable you are to the Democrat community, okay? But now, boom, year 4. It's election time. Y'all, we ain't really did nothing for these niggas. I guess we got to do something. Let's call up Kirk Franklin, and he comes to the White House. Kirk Franklin went on that stage with them tight shorts
Franklin
or a tight suit and that extra low button top that he wears on stage, and he danced and he got a check, and that was for you. They paid him to please you. That's how important you are. When Hillary wants to campaign, she don't actually focus on issues in the black community that are needed. She says, oh, I got hot sauce in my bag, boo. Are you pandering to us? Is it working? Oh, y'all forget. Your memory is terrible. Y'all forget. She said, is it working? That's how valuable you are as a vote. That she don't even got to invest to get your vote. She don't even have to work and put the agenda in and start to show proof to get your vote, black woman, black man. You so special to be black. You so special to be black that you don't even get no benefits for it. We'll just put Kirk Franklin in and let him dance for the day.
Out of all people this woman could have chose, she chose Kirk. That's why I had to look it up, because I had to make sure. I was like, maybe it's another Kirk Franklin that I'm missing.
Have you tried to Google the years to come, like 2025, 2026? No. Let's just try.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's see it.
That is creepy as. Let's say 2025, what comes? And then you go to the pictures, right? Lockdown 2025, Armageddon, there's a mask here, you know? Some crazy shit. That's the first hits.
Okay.
Then we'd say 2026. This is pretty normal because then we have the World Cup. There is nothing much
World
there.
Cup, yeah,
World Cup.
big cock symbol.
Yeah. Big cock symbol, actually. Then we go to 2027, apocalypse. You can see the earth is burning. All kinds of crazy right?
Scary.
It's even weirder. 2028. Oh, Jesus fighting the devil. All devils. The rapture, countdown to apocalypse. 2029. Now there's aliens. They are coming. Weird. Should we worry? Earth being hit by an asteroid.
What the f? How to go to 2030?
Now it gets creepy, right?
What's
World Economic Forum. The Great Restart. You can see all this, right? So that is their plan.
released earlier today. It says that in 2022, at least 435 tons of gold were smuggled out of Africa. 435 tons. That's more than 1 ton of gold every day.
Dubai has been exploiting Africa's gold. But who's behind this masterminded heist? If you think it's just one nation, you're mistaken. In reality, multiple nations have banded together to plunder Africa's gold. And tragically, while they grow richer, Africa remains trapped in economic instability. They build empires on African gold and in return, give nothing. So, who's really behind it all? Let's find out. Africa, blessed with immense natural wealth, has long been the target of foreign exploitation. From the dark days of colonization to the modern era of globalization, Africa's resources have consistently been drained by those who see its riches as theirs for the taking. Today, the United Arab Emirates UAE, with its gleaming skyscrapers and luxurious lifestyle, stands at the center of a new chapter in this age-old story, the illegal gold trade. In 2022 alone, an astounding 93% of the illegal gold entering the UAE originated from Africa, totaling 435 tons worth a staggering $35 billion. This wealth, representing 40% of Africa's total...
This is in Arizona? This is in Arizona.
And this really rich guy, he's a, what is it?
He's a Rothschild.
A Rothschild. He bought this town of Felicity and named it after his wife, Felicity.
Wait, is this real?
Who we think we ran into.
Can we make sure that this is real?
We visited it.
Go for tours of this place.
Oh, we did a tour.
We
did a horrifying.
Why? They tried to get us in the center of the pyramid, in the center of the thing, put our foot in the middle, save this thing and make a wish and then sign a contract. And I was like, and we were like, I'm not doing that. And she was like, well, it's the only part of the tour you have to do.
And they go,
to do the
"No, I
tour.
don't."
And that's when we said, we don't want to do the tour anymore. We're going to leave. And she was pissed.
And then they said, she goes, this right here is the center of the world.
We're going to Chick-fil-A. What can I get for you?
A chicken deluxe.
Are y'all seeing?
That's it.
My pleasure. Please pull forward to the window. We'll get that right for you.
My pleasure, dressed like that.
You're welcome. Hi.
The faster and faster that AI continues to, grow, the more you will start to see the job market become affected by robots. Now you have people with stay-at-home jobs using a robot to work for them. And the less of your presence that they will need. As y'all can see, this is somebody who's working remotely in Tokyo. The robot is doing the work for him. It looked like he using a virtual reality headset or something. In the first video y'all seen that lady, she was inside of the drive-thru at a work-from-home job, taking orders. And it's only a matter of time before we start seeing every job in the job market affected like this from AI or robots. But y'all let me know though, am I tripping? Or is AI robots actually infiltrating and taking over the job market?
Thank you, Earthy, for the video.
I don't know if you could see the words in this picture, and I'm not talking about the graffiti. I'm talking about the white font. Now, Cardi B posted this picture to her Instagram. This is straight from her Instagram. You can see that here. And people saw what the white font said, and it received a lot of controversy. He then took her response to X. Here it is. I'll paraphrase it. She said that they were being hounded by the paparazzi, so they had to pick a random street, and the photo shoot got leaked, so they had very little time to edit the photo shoot. And she also said that they didn't have time to go through all of the details because people were trying to expose her pregnancy as an aha moment. I don't know if you could see the words in this picture.
He didn't say nothing. Hold on. Because now I gotta look at, I don't even know what it said. I just see a P-E. Oh, I just spelled it out. Okay, y'all, do y'all know what it say? I'm gonna mouth it. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got you. I'm gonna put it here. That's what it says. And it's funny because she was like, oh, we just had to choose a random alley and this and that. But somebody had mentioned, but her entire body is retouched, meaning that if the person really wanted to censor out the word, they could have, because they retouched your body. They could have edited that part out. Because I was like, what did it say? I realized why he couldn't say it. Yeah, so if y'all couldn't read it, I got you. That's cute, but it's not cute. They're hilarious. Hold on. Wait a minute. What if they're lying to me? What if that's really not happening and these birds is really dying in front of me? I'm gonna be highly upset because they put in the caption they're playing like this so that they can get water and food. But no, what if these birds is really dying on my camera? Y'all know how I don't like death. Y'all know that. Honestly, I don't know if this is a joke or not. It's funny if it is, but it's sad if it's not.
Shoot. Okay. I didn't know it was going to take all of this. Game time. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the card and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming. And the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here and I'm going to learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. So for me, it's helped me break down what all of my clients know. Y'all know I call it the fairy tale ideology. And I'm not exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology of their husband. And hold on, let me say this. To his defense, they almost always have an amazing husband. But because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't.
We'll end it there on that lovely video. I'm not giving no commentary. Just know that what that woman said, she was speaking. Wow, I've never looked at it that way. The way that she broke it down. I've looked at it, I've heard that before, realized that before, but I like how she broke that down. See, I'm still explaining stuff and I said I wasn't going to. If I stop shouting you out, it's because I had shouted you out and there's no point to keep shouting you out. You know who you are. Plus I shouted your name out already. I already gave credit where it's due. But for those, because I know I'm getting comments still asking, where can I send my videos? How do I send my videos to you? I have videos. How do I get them to you? I'm about to give you the answer. All you have to do is join the Discord. The link is in the description down below. Make sure you guys add it. That's how you guys send videos to me. That's how I get them and then how I add them and react to them on this channel along with giving you a shout out. So again, shout out to those that are just about to join the Discord, that have been in the Discord, and those that have been sitting in stuff. I'm trying to get to everyone's videos. I'm so backed up with, like when I tell you I'm backed up for like months, but hallelujah, that means I have videos for days. I got videos for months. I have videos for years. And then on top of that, I'm also trying to do longer reactions to where my videos are longer than 30-40 minutes. That's what I'm trying to get out as much as possible, because now I'm trying to get as much videos out so I can catch up on all the videos that I'm behind on. It's okay. Y'all love me and I love y'all. I want to say shout out to everyone that has been supporting with the merch. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it, y'all. Y'all have been going in. When I tell you it's like a new order every single day, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I just want to let y'all know that every merch that I have has came from Yahuwah and Yahusha. They given it to me. They dropped it here, and then they allowed me, while working in and through me, to get that stuff out and to have it for you guys to rep on your body. So please make sure that if you have my merch, can you take a picture and tag me in it so I can feature on the website, so I can give you a shout out, so I can give credit where it's due. And then that's just my way of showing my love and support back unto you. So thank you in advance. Thank you for those that have been shopping merch. Thank you for those that have been liking the video, have been commenting, have been subscribing, have been sharing, reposting, following. However you show appreciation for this channel, I truly appreciate it. I really do, from the bottom and the top of my heart. I want to give all esteem, all glory, all praises, all honor to my Saba Yahuwah Lua and my Abba, my Adoni Yahusha Hamashiach, my Malek Kabod, my kinsman redeemer, my city of refuge, my Pesach, my living word, my word made flesh, my living water. Yahusha got many titles. So does Yahuwah. I just be going in with Yahusha's titles. I'm still learning my Saba Yahuwah's titles. Like, you know, he's Olam, he's righteous, he's just, he's Kodesh, he's a banner. Like he all these things. Trust me, I say it for both. But hallelujah. And we know that Yahusha is Yahuwah. I'm just letting y'all know, because I know I begin comments like, you know Yahusha's Yahuwah. Yes. I just like to give credit, because you have a spiritual and then you have the one that came down in the physical. That's back in the spiritual. But y'all get it. But I am done. I'm tired. I didn't react to 2 long videos, but I love y'all. I thank y'all. I'm so grateful, blessed, and appreciative of you guys. I want to give, like I said, all esteem. I'm just a vessel that they work in and through, so I have to give credit and honor where it is due. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll see y'all in the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my